me.
Good
Oh,
evening. Good evening, everyone.
I don't know why we always act surprised.
I know, like, uh-oh.
Like,
Oh, shit, we're on.
We're on.
I see Will's Hella Heat's in here. I was just messaging with him over in Billy's podcast.
Stan's
Yes,
in the
I
house.
was watching Billy's podcast, so who knows? I might be fired up today. We don't know. He started getting on a rant when we came upstairs, so I might have not got too involved in it.
You always get fired up when you watch Billy.
I know.
I love Billy. I love Billy.
He's very motivational.
He is.
He could be a motivational speaker.
He really could. And I love it because I get fidgety like Billy.
You do.
And you tell me to sit still and I can't. For the life of me, I can't sit still.
Oh yeah, we drove 9 hours last night.
I know. I
And
couldn't
she
sit still the whole
fidgeted in the chair the whole ride.
I couldn't sit still the whole time. That's okay. I kept you awake.
Yeah.
It was a monster weekend.
So we got Stan. Welcome, Stan.
I said hey to Stan. You were talking though.
Go ahead. Finish who's in the chat.
No, go ahead.
We got Angelina.
Hey. Hey, y'all.
We got TJ. Welcome, TJ. We got your sister Ashley.
That's my girl.
Ashley, they had pigs at this show.
I sent her pictures.
Did you?
I told her I was trying to get them. I kept telling him $250 takes it home. I was trying to get that in that car so bad, Ashley.
Oh, so we're driving down there and there's some chickens on the side of the road. And Angie wanted me to stop.
They were free chickens, Ashley. Free chickens.
She wanted me to stop and pick up a chicken.
On the side of the road.
It was not going to happen. It didn't happen.
Because you didn't tell me in time.
As we passed, I told you, huh?
Yeah. It was too late. It was too late for me to get that chicken.
Who is that?
Bailey.
Miss Bailey.
Miss Bailey.
We got to spend Saturday.
We got to spend Saturday with Bailey and
with
Ashley
the family.
and Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a wonderful time.
It
They
was
drove
awesome.
They drove 3 hours to the show.
To come and spend the day with us.
And it was an amazing time.
Bailey was selling her little heart out.
Oh, Bailey was back behind the booth.
Because I got fired.
Yeah, so let's talk about why you got fired real quick.
Got fired from Celtic Balls. Now, I am the business owner on paper. But I got fired.
We get halfway down there.
Yeah. We got halfway down to Louisiana from Kansas City. And
you had a look on your face. You started looking towards the back.
I did, with a look of worry. Now let me preface this by saying that in my defense, because that's always how I start these stories. In my defense, hey Don, I was tired. I had been up late the night before washing clothes. And I was tired. I'd worked the night before. I was up late washing clothes and getting stuff ready to go.
You had to get up at 3 in the morning.
I had to get up at 3 in the morning to go to work so I could get off early. I had to go to my doctor's appointment. And then we were taking off for Louisiana.
So we get halfway down there. She starts, I see this look on her face.
It was kind of a look of horror and kind of a look of, oh, well.
I said, what did you forget?
My Celtic Balls shirt.
I said, you're supposed to be representing us. This is our booth. This is our uniform.
I did remember the U.S. Ark shirt.
And your tequila shirt.
And my tequila shirt.
So to go back to the original story, so Miss Bailey shows up and she's wearing her Celtic Balls
Bailey
t-shirt.
was wearing her Celtic Balls t-shirt. So Bailey represented the company for me.
Yeah.
So
And-
Bailey was working it for me.
Yeah. She
God
fell
bless
in
her.
love with some rats. I think they bought 3 or 4 rats while they were there.
And she was selling them too, boy. She had them out and was telling people all about them.
Yeah.
She was really working it.
So we had a wonderful time. So Thursday night, a tornado came through Shreveport, Bossier City, and knocked out the power. We get halfway down there. Melinda from Cuddle Time Critters went down earlier that day. She calls us. She said, our hotel has been canceled.
Yeah.
She said, my daughter's been online trying to find rooms for us. We can't find anything. So I told Angie, I'm from that area, south of Shreveport.
Do you see that? I'm not the only one that gets fired
For not wearing the uniform.
See,
I think I know what she's talking about there, and we'll leave it at that. Am I right, Ashley? So I'm originally from that area, so I know Alexandria is southeast of Shreveport. It would come through Texarkana. And I know Texarkana is about an hour away. So I said, hey, Google, find out how far Alexandria is from Shreveport. And then immediately I was like, no, hold on. I said, just go ahead and look for a hotel in Texarkana. So we find a hotel.
Yes, we did.
We get to the hotel.
Yes, we did. Do you want me to tell them about the hotel?
Well, we could just say it's a hotel that you can pay hourly. And we'll leave it at that.
Let's just say that Juicy G would have been comfortable there.
But we had a place to sleep.
We did have a place to sleep. We had a good time, though.
Yeah.
We did have a good time.
Yeah. So
we met a lot of great people.
There was only 10 vendors. It was a small show. Small crowd. We sold 2 snakes Saturday morning. I mean, pretty much right off the bat. And that was it. But we got to hang out with Bailey and Ashley and,
we did.
And Chris.
And we met some of the nicest, friendliest people. There was, and I'm not going to dox the officer, but there was an officer that was doing off duty, and he was so afraid of snakes. And we had him holding a snake. Yeah. He had a snake around his neck. By the end of the show, he was ready to buy a snake.
Yeah, he wanted to buy one, but he wanted to make sure he had the correct husbandry for it and all that. So we explained to him what he needed and all that. Yeah. But I in the future, I see him purchasing a snake.
I see him getting
whether
a snake.
He buys it from us or any of you all, or anybody on North Market.
Not nicest man. So shout out to all the good Ellie out there. He's one of them. So good job, Bossier City, Shreveport.
Yeah.
Open
arms. They welcomed us with open arms. Yeah. I mean, they just had a tornado come through the night before. Yeah. And we still had the show.
We still had an awesome time.
The promoter of the show was very nice. It was a Show Me Snake show. Yeah. Great. They only had 4 vendors last year. We had 10 vendors this year. Yeah. I think we spoke with Bailey, and I think we will probably do the Lake Charles show next year.
See, another one that came, Adventure Oak. Yep. It was fantastic to meet y'all too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do have some news tonight. So our guest is Natalie from TNT Exotics. She messaged us this morning. Work called her in, so she will not be with us tonight.
She will not. We had the if you can see, we had it all set up.
So I know you guys know her and speak to her often, and we are so happy and glad that you joined us tonight. Yeah. We will reschedule her. We got to look on the calendar and see where we have some open dates.
We have some open dates.
But we do want to talk to Natalie about her boas and her rescue projects. And she seems very knowledgeable. We got some more insight on her at the show this weekend.
Yep, from Adventure Row. So
Yeah. And we got to go out to dinner with
We
Adventure Row.
did.
We got to go out to dinner with Adventure Row. We
they
went out.
separated us.
Oh yeah. We had a group of 11 or 12.
There was quite a few of us.
And they put us in separate booths, and that kind of sucked because I wanted to be able to converse, over dinner
and hang out with everybody.
And I'll tell you who else we got to hang out with. And I've never heard anything bad about him. I know.
We've got
and I don't even want to say he has drama in the industry. I've never heard anything bad about him, but how people think of Chris Hardwick and that I've kind of heard the same thing with this individual. I've watched his videos, and I tell you what, you meet this guy in person, and he's an awesome dude. And that is Matt with Olympus Reptiles. We vended with him.
He was the next booth over from us.
Purple shirt.
That's what they call him.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he is the nicest guy. We spoke to him all weekend. We vended with him all weekend. We went out to dinner with him. Oh God, what's his partner's name?
Is it Kurt?
Kurt, with Kurt. And we had an amazing weekend. I know a lot of people didn't sell stuff, but we got to meet new friends. We met new friends, and we had a good time. What am I missing?
You're missing a whole bunch of people that came in the door.
I see Kevin's in.
Kevin's in. I had his shirt on.
Yeah, you did. I see Kyle's in.
Kyle's in.
Yeah, Kevin was. We gotta get Kevin on the show.
Yes.
We gotta get Kevin on the show. Next week we have Paul.
We do have Paul
with Large Marge Morphs.
We do.
So we'll be talking to him. He'll talk about himself.
Greg came in.
Greg's here. Who else am I missing? Greg.
I said hi to Dawn because you were chit chatting.
Yeah. So see, they were super nice. They are good people. Hi, Angie. What else is going on? We're taking next weekend off. We're not doing event next weekend
because we didn't think we could get back in time.
Right. So the 1st of July, we're driving out to Pennsylvania. We're going to go meet Jeremy Warfels Morphs out in Pennsylvania to his barbecue he has every year.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet a lot of the East Coaster guys. Drop Times to be there. Eric and Courtney. They're to be there.
I thought I saw Eric come in, but I may be wrong.
I think Bod's Exotics is to be there. Kai, I think Kai's to be there. Lucas Landon. We got Chris with BNS is to be there. We got Infinite Nathan.
Oh, C.
We got Don.
C.
Yeah. Hi, Don. I love you, boy. Hey, Don and I have the same purple shoes. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, he posted a picture on TikTok, and I was like, I have those same shoes. He said he likes purple. Did you know that?
I love purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors.
So today we didn't want to cancel the show tonight.
No, because these are our family.
Right. And we have 16 people in. I mean, it's crazy. I know Billy's still probably going on.
I know.
And you guys still come over and hang out with us, and we thank every single one of you.
They came over here even though I'm salty.
You're salty today?
I'm a little salty.
You lack of sleep, right?
It's a lack of sleep. I'm a little salty, y'all. I'm sorry.
There's Eric.
I knew Eric. I saw him come in.
Yeah. I've never met Matt in person. I'm still calling him Purple Shirt Guy. So,
they were just fine to us.
Yeah,
I don't
nice
make
guy.
any opinions until I see people.
Yeah, very nice guy. I would hang out with him again. I'd bid next to him again.
I have no problems.
Welcome, David.
Hi.
Juicy. Hey. Hi, David. But we are to have a guest tonight. Who are we to have? Wait, hold on. I'll show you who we're to have.
Oh, who are we?
Before we even bring
that person out,
we are going to have. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of this damn McAfee pop up again.
Okay. There
Here
we go.
We got Holly.
We're gonna bring Holly out.
Holly, are you ready to come out? Let's give Holly a round of applause.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
I'm great. How are y'all doing?
Good. So I don't know if you've caught anything that we've talked about. I mean, you just popped in. I saw you just pop in. You know, I've been running the chats and running this whole show by myself. And
yeah, I'm sure.
Carrying the whole thing.
Yes, always.
He does it all alone.
Ray, how are you, Ray?
Hey, Ray, how's it going?
If you guys didn't know, Holly is our administrator. She is in the background every live we have. She runs the chat. She gets the live going. She ends the lives.
She's also our sponsor.
She is our sponsor. And we couldn't ask for a better administrator or sponsor. And Holly, we thank you, Holly.
Oh, absolutely.
We thank you for everything you do for us. Holly will be joining us at Tinley.
Yeah.
She will be at Tinley with us.
And Oklahoma City.
And Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is the end of July. It's a 2-day event down there.
2-day event.
We'll be vending that show.
With a hotel room.
We will have a hotel room. As long as they don't have a tornado that comes through.
No, I'm gonna be online looking.
Jeremy's in. I know you just said I know you did, but I want to recognize him. See, Don called me out because I didn't say hi to Don. So now I have to call everybody else out. I gotta say hi to them. Hi, Jeremy. John inclines in.
Hey, John.
John just found out today he is going to be getting his own place.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it sounds like John's doing very well down in Texas, and we are glad to hear that.
Absolutely.
Keep your head up, brother. We can't wait to see you get back onto YouTube and start making your videos and having your live again.
Oh, see, Greg says no hi. I said hi to Greg.
No, I said hi to him. You didn't say hi to him.
Yes, I did.
Holly, did I say hi to him?
I don't know.
I'm gonna break out the handcuffs, Greg. I swear to God, Greg, I'm breaking out the handcuffs.
I want to.
So Holly,
watch me.
Texoma Exotics.
Yeah.
You have a live.
Yeah.
What is your live called?
Not another podcast.
That way.
Not another reptile podcast. Sorry.
Not another reptile podcast. And you are inching closer to 1K.
Yeah, inching's correct.
It's a slow process. Oh my gosh, it's a slow process. I mean, it feels like we hit 1K like 2 years ago, and we're only at 1163 now. I mean, it's just a slow process.
It's a slow climb.
Yeah.
You know, unless you get out there and do stupid shit.
Like Juicy G.
No, that didn't even help our YouTube channel.
Right.
I mean, it's a slow process. And every subscriber we have, we want to thank you. And I know Holly's the same way. I mean, it's hard work. I mean, running a YouTube channel, running any social media platforms nowadays, it takes time.
It does.
Yes.
A lot of time out of your schedule.
It does.
It does, but I do enjoy doing the behind the scenes stuff. I just don't enjoy like hosting my own podcast. But it does help to have Paul on there.
I was just saying, you do have a co-host.
Yeah.
And
whenever he's in a good mood.
Yeah. And we'll use that term loosely by co-host. I mean, you run the show. I mean, he kind of just sits there while you
He's kind of the
backseat driver is what I call him.
Right. And we'll talk to him next week about him co-hosting your show and
Right.
and how it feels like,
Helping. do
being
things.
in the back seat while you drive the car. Yeah. So but we love Paul. We love Paul to death. So we can't wait to have him on next week.
Yeah, he's always funny guy, good spirited guy.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that.
We're gonna rib him. We're gonna rib him quite a bit. So I hope he can handle us.
Yeah, and I have to just really mess with him too.
See, Kevin said you don't need him.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna give him hell.
I hope you do. He deserves every second of it. I tell you, it's like having a brother.
See, so John just explained why he's been missing off of YouTube. And John, sometimes we need a break. You had to get down there. You had to get your feet underneath you. And it sounds like you have that. And like I said, we can't wait till you get back on Inky Line or on YouTube and start up your podcast again. I guarantee you didn't lose any subscribers. If you did, they weren't true subscribers.
Right, exactly. John's a good guy. He's good to talk to and funny guy.
Yeah. I see Kike's in here.
Kike's in.
Kike. And we got Big Ant.
Big Ant. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Big Perm.
Big Ant.
What's up, Big Ant? So Big Ant, if no one knows, he is
Brother Kurtwood's
cousin from Brother Kurtwood.
Yeah.
Yep. So a really good guy, really funny guy. Let's see. We've already said hi to Angeline. So what is going on with Texoma Exotics?
Right now, still waiting on eggs.
Yeah.
I just keep saying it, and everybody's like, "Oh, patience," but I don't have those anymore.
lots of late clutches this year, so just hold out, girl. They're coming.
Yeah, and you started with hatchlings, correct?
Yes.
And that's what we did. Yeah.
So you had to have the year and a half to the 2 years for them to get mature before you could even start pairing them.
Right.
And all of our first time moms have always been late. So they will come.
I hope there.
I hope so. Just that, and
way to out me.
Trying to way to out me. I don't blame you.
Yeah. So it'll come.
See, just like Kevin said, they're coming.
Yeah. That's what everybody says, and I go in there every day and disappointed. I just know there's not going to be anything in that drawer after Yeah.
You're gonna open it up one day. Because you're probably checking 2 to 3 times a day, aren't you?
A day.
He can tell you, even now, 4 or 5 years in, I still, and I've got the patience of probably Job. I still get frustrated every now and again, and I'll just go, "Oh my God, I'm just over it."
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In talking about the patience and that, I brought up a question to Billy tonight on his live, because we lost 4 eggs this year in the incubator.
Yes.
We've never lost an egg before, and we were wondering what was going on. And the 2 clutches that we lost from, we pulled the eggs, and the mom still had some eggs in her, so we put her back down. She finished laying, and we immediately pulled the eggs. And I had heard, and I believe you told us, didn't you? Someone told us about pulling the eggs early.
It was Melinda.
Okay, Melinda did. And so I wanted to ask Billy about that, and he explained it, and it makes sense. And the 2 clutches that we lost the eggs from were the clutches we pulled as soon as she laid the eggs.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got to let them sit, let them harden up, let them calcify a little bit.
He said it would take a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Right. So, we're anxious to pull the eggs. We're anxious to see these pearly whites and get them in the incubator.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah, I agree with Kevin here. It was a great question because I never even thought about that. And
Yeah.
I had one of my rat customers come and bring me their whole tub going I've got 9 eggs here. What do I do with them? Because they don't have an incubator or anything. So
Yep. Oh yeah.
I went ahead and, I had to do it from A to Z. So it was a good practice, but
Did we say hi to Blakers?
Is Blakers in?
Blakers is in.
I said hi to Blakers.
Hi, Blakers.
Hi, Blakers.
Mr. Stan.
So how are those eggs looking? I know they're not your eggs, but how are they looking?
They're looking good. I looked at them earlier today. Everybody looks like they're doing good. Humidity in the inside of the box is at 86. So I'm just like, okay, stay calm.
Yeah.
Baileys are coming on the 2nd.
Yeah. So we can't wait to see what she produces.
I love when people do.
Yeah. I mean, we can't wait to see what everybody produces.
I love when they do the egg cuttings or their baby's pip, and we get to see what comes out.
Yeah. So we actually we switched up our videos for this year. Last year we did a video for an egg pulling, a video for the egg cutting, a video for when they have their first shed. So now we're actually to combine everything. So we've already done the video for the egg pulling, stored that video away. We'll video the egg cutting, store that away, and then we'll combine it all into one video. So you have the egg cutting, the egg pulling, the egg cutting, and the shedding.
Oh, y'all are getting me in my pajamas. Y'all are getting me in everything this year.
No makeup, pyramid.
Y'all are getting me in a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't been posting videos like we used to. We post shorts all the time.
Yeah.
We have our live every Monday night, but we're building.
Us too.
We're building some videos up, and we will be releasing them. So.
And I think we underestimated, and a lot of people know we both still have full-time jobs, but then the snakes are also a full-time job.
Absolutely.
But now we didn't used to do our own. We had a small rat production, like 4 tubs. Now we have 38 tubs of full-time rat production.
And that's a full-time job in itself.
That's a full-time job. So here we are with 3 full-time jobs, and now we're vending.
Yeah. And that's a full-time weekend job.
And that's a full-time weekend job as well. So I think we underestimated how much time everything was going to take. Plus, we still wanted to also be with family. We call you all our family. And so we still want to do our podcast, and we didn't want to give up that portion either because we're kind of greedy that way. We're kind of greedy that way because we still want to interact with everybody. We don't want to just do, because we do Tinley, we do Arlington, and we get our family reunions. But this is our weekly family reunion.
Yep.
Right.
And I did video the show this weekend, so I will put that together and we'll release that. So that'll be an upcoming video. It's to be a short video, but it'll be a quick walkthrough.
Tell them about your TikTok, because I keep seeing like you guys are popping up more and more.
Oh yeah.
So TikTok, we just started TikTok a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I'll say 2 months, but I think that might be stretching it. And I tell you what, I'm loving it. And what's nice is I can make the TikTok reel, put it on YouTube as a short, and then I send it to her and she posts it on Instagram. So we can do one video. It covers 3 platforms.
Because sometimes I can't always get everything for Instagram like I used to. I used to post all the time. I'd be posting pictures and doing this and that. And I can't always do all that as much as I used to. I still shout everybody out when I get stickers and swag packs and things like that. I still do all that. But as far as getting a picture out every day or posting pictures of the snakes all the time, I'm not as good as I used to be, just because we just don't have as much time as we used to.
Yeah. But and I tell you what, TikTok is taking off, and I don't know what the average time is, but we're at almost 700 followers now. I mean, it went crazy, and I
That
don't even
doesn't
know how
seem
many.
like a lot, but we've only been doing it for like what 3 or 4
Yeah.
weeks. So
And you have to have 1,000. You have to have 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. I don't know if we'll ever go live. I mean, we could go live on TikTok. We can go live on YouTube. We can go live on Instagram. This is our niche. We love our YouTube lives.
Yeah.
We'll continue to post reels. I think they're called reels.
Yeah.
On TikTok, and it's easy. I enjoy it, and I get my content for my Juicy G Instagram.
There you go.
Oh my God! Once Ashley and I set that up for him.
Oh, I'm having fun with it. And it's nothing but Juicy G stuff.
It is nothing but Juicy G stuff.
And I hope people like it. I hope people get a laugh out of it, and that's what it's for. Is for a laugh. That's why we brought.
We need to start singing Juicy G a little bit more. We haven't seen her in a while.
She's been on a little bit of a hiatus, kind of building a little bit of anticipation for her comeback.
Yeah.
Teasing people.
Yeah.
And we brought that persona on.
Thank you. Yeah, we do.
It is for people to laugh, for people to have fun. Day in and day out is stressful.
Yeah.
Being an adult is stressful.
I don't like adulting most days.
Yeah. And if we can laugh and I love to make fun of myself, and that's what it is. I make fun of myself and we laugh about it. And if I can make other people laugh for it, then it's a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
You make fun of me most days.
Well, you're pretty easy to make fun of.
Did Juicy ever get her blonde wig yet?
Juicy has not gotten a blonde wig.
I am working on that. I'm working on getting her into the salon.
So
she's been at the Come and Go up there in Cummins, doing some extra field work.
She's pulling in some extra shifts.
OT.
She's had some crate work lately.
Yeah, milk crates, and corn nuts.
Yeah. So getting her down here to get her booked into the salon, I'm getting it set up.
Yeah, she's gonna have a makeover.
We're coordinating. Go and get her nails did.
Well, I still need to take her shopping. That's my thing. I want to take her to the Goodwill and some secondhand shops and teach her how to coordinate her clothes a little bit better.
Okay. Oh yeah, she needs a little help.
Yeah.
She needs some of those sweatpants that has Juicy on the butt and the bedazzled stuff.
I have sent her the link. I found her a little green pair that goes with the shirt, the Celtic Balls shirt. But she said her logo is blue balls. So then I did find her the blue.
Well, she can't be picky if you're helping.
That's what I said.
But she's got a mind of her own. I mean,
she really does.
I love her. She's my sister. I love her to death. But she's special.
She's a handful.
Yeah.
She's a different kind of special too.
She licks the window on the short bus. She licks the window on the short bus.
She likes Dairy Queen.
She does like blizzards at the Dairy Queen. Yep. She passes out.
Yep. Free blizzards for a special. Yeah.
Oh, her special?
Yeah, her special. Yeah, you get a free blizzard.
Great.
Yeah.
But we're having fun.
Right. So Stan up here asked if anybody was going to Daytona this year.
Not this year.
I think it's on. I think we're going to actually plan on trying to get to that show next year. I think that's on the list for next year.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
So we would like to get down and check it out. And I mean, come on, it's in Florida.
Right? Have you seen Juicy G in her orange and hot pink bikini top? I mean, it's on Fred and AJ's. If you didn't check that out, You definitely need to, because she was looking pretty fiery.
Yeah, lot lizard and a blizzard for press one. Yep.
That's a happy meal.
Yeah. So what else is going on with you? How is your podcasting going? Who do you have coming up?
Oh man, I'm actually almost booked up through. I think I'm booking September now, actually too.
Wow.
Nice.
I have 419 coming up. The Clown Scientist. I have Baker from Blue Line.
Uh-huh.
I hope Kevin from Sugar Skulls is going to do it. I'm still trying to talk him into it.
Okay.
But a lot of good people that I watch, and I really want to start getting some more podcasters on the show because I think nobody asked us to be on a show.
No.
So, and we're still snake breeders.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Nobody wants us.
and I think we talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know, when we first started, before we started having a podcast, before you started having a podcast, you know, people would be like, "Hey, can you be on my show?" Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now it's like we run our own podcast and no one wants us
They're
on
like,
their
no,
show.
we don't want you.
We don't want to know about your
They're
snakes.
like,
Now Angie is going to be on a podcast next weekend.
oh, let's not.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
Now, have you seen those pictures?
Whose podcast are you going to be on next
I'm
week?
gonna be on Chris's podcast.
So Snakes and the Fat Man
I
is to
am.
have you on.
Yeah.
Now he
15
runs
minutes. No, you're not on 15 Minutes of Lame, are you?
Right.
No.
because he runs several different podcasts.
So
No.
she's going to be on the Hot Girl episode.
So
I don't think of myself that way. I got good genes from my family. I'm thankful. I got good
No.
genes.
You know who runs his backstage, right?
isn't it you?
Yeah.
I can imagine what pictures you're going to be popping up.
Whoa. I don't know. It depends on what you send me.
So if you guys aren't subscribed to Chris Eaton, Snakes and the Fat Man, subscribe to him. Hit that notification bell. Angie will be on next Sunday.
Sunday.
I'm sorry, next Sunday.
That's why we're not vending next weekend.
Yeah.
So that we will be home in time for me to be on the show.
Yeah. It should be a fun show. Chris is harmless. Chris is harmless.
Chris is so. I mean, he's amazing. He's really sweet.
He's very blunt. He tells you how it is. The
hat.
He'll tell you what he wants to do to you.
Yeah.
But he's harmless. It's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah. Hottie backstage. Absolutely. Our little Patsy Cline.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my.
That's
We're
it,
gonna
I'm
be
out.
live. We're gonna be live on Sunday.
Oh, at the barbecue. Okay, that'll be fun.
Okay.
That'll be fun. I'll bring
That'll
my
be
DQ.
awesome.
Jeremy said he's got a couple DQs around the house.
Oh
so,
God.
yeah, I'll go get me a blizzard.
We'll have Juicy's hair done.
I don't know what those East Coasters will think about me, about my sister.
About your sister?
Yeah.
They might not want her around.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. They better go to the mini mart and make sure they have those little things, to use.
The little pasties.
Yeah.
Glitter and pasties.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
I was thinking more of one of the hoods you put on. He likes ribbed for your pleasure.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Jeremy just posted a video about, I believe it was Clutch 5. Sorry to hear about that, brother.
There's a Goodwill near the DQ.
Do what?
There's a Goodwill near the DQ.
Oh, there you go.
That's great.
Yeah. Jeremy just cut Clutch 5. A lot of them didn't make it.
Oh,
I'm trying to think if the eggs went bad. I think he was able to keep a couple of them. I can't remember. You know, it's part of the game. It hurts every time it happens. Keep your head up, brother.
We had it happen first time last year for us, and it's
it hurts.
heartbreaking and it hurts.
yeah.
It really does. So we feel for you, brother. We do.
Yeah. I know. Let's see who else. Trying to think who else I've seen a video on lately. Right now it's kind of slow. I mean, you know, we're waiting for clutches to drop. We're waiting for egg cuttings. You know, so
Every time I see one come up where there's somebody's got a new egg cutting or a clutch come, I'm like, stop on that one. Stop on that one.
Yeah.
I get so excited. It's like Christmas.
Yeah. He did Jeremy did do a short on his baby carpets. They look gorgeous.
When he sends me the pictures, I'm just like,
so Angie is to bring home a baby carpet.
I won't be bringing it home.
They won't be ready yet.
Yeah, I'll be picking it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
he said clutch 5 was all slugs, but 2 good ones.
That's right. That's what it was. Yep. That's right. That's what it was.
So
yeah,
is that
picking out my baby?
Sometimes that could be the mom, or it could be the incubator issue too. You just really never know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know with our clutch. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if it was the mom, if
or
it was
the dad.
And we had, what did we have? 4 clutches. We only had 4 clutches last year.
Yeah.
And the other 3 clutches came out perfect.
Fine. They were perfect. They were all in there at the same time too. So we don't think it was an incubator issue.
So it was mom or dad. Neither one of them paired this year. The mom, who was a pied, she never really got back on food. She didn't start building follicles, so we didn't even push her. We just let her be. The dad, I was scared to pair him because if it was the dad issue, I didn't want to. I didn't want it to happen again. He is our ultimate het sunset. We need him. We want him. We want to produce those ultimate sunsets, but I'm scared now.
Yeah, right.
We'll give it. I mean, there's no hurry on the situation, so we'll give them another year.
Yeah.
Try again. Don't know if we'll try them together or if we'll try them with different,
different pairing. So we can kind of isolate what the problem is.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Bring in a duffel bag to Jeremy.
Yeah.
The helmets and the carpets need a new home. And I think the helmets, you're talking the Star Wars helmets, correct? I believe it's the Star Wars
helmets.
Yeah. They're to be out there doing lightsabers. And a bunch of geeks.
So what clutch are y'all most looking forward to this year?
Oh, man.
I tell you what, starting out, it was the acid clutches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking excited about the acid clutches.
But then we got, we got that 1.1 of the lavender het pieds, and she laid. And now we're excited about that. So are we to hit dreamsicles this year?
Right.
So
we're like, I don't know.
I mean, really any clutch. We're so happy that it can be a classic, super classic, and we're happy.
And we're happy about it. So,
but probably the acid clutches or the lavender, the lavender het pieds. We have a banana pied that went to a pied.
I think trying to prove out the pied in the classic, super classic is going to be awesome too.
Yeah.
To see if she is.
Yep. We put our pied het hypo to a normal. She's got pied markers.
Oh, that's good.
We bought her as a normal, so we'll see if she proves out pied. So
I'm with Jeremy right here. I'm excited for the acid clutches.
Yes. So we still have one girl that
is supposed to go. She's being a pistol and a half.
Yeah, we don't know what she's doing. I mean, we could end up just with 2 acid clutches this year.
Yeah.
But,
she still has eggs, though. Yeah. I mean, she's.
Yeah. We checked her just last week, and her follicles are still big. I mean, her eggs are off the chart. We just don't know what she's doing.
We don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited for any clutch. Anything.
yeah.
I know.
Even if it's a slug at this point, I would be happy. Is that
You know,
sad?
we got our first slug
We
this
got
year.
our first slug this year. We've never had a slug.
Yeah, it was our banana phantom. She's banana phantom posset pied. She went to a leopard het clown.
Yeah.
And she threw a slug, and we were like, "Oh my God, are you serious? We've never had a slug before."
Okay.
So, but we still got what five good eggs off of her.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
First time mama.
yeah. So
So what did you pair with your acid? Like, what is the whole pairing?
So the first pairing, okay. So he's an acid blitz pastel yellow belly
granite.
Holy moly!
Yeah, he's a
He was paired to a butter leopard posset hypo, and then he was paired to a chocolate pastel pinstripe,
and he was paired to just a pastel girl,
and then he was paired to just a pastel girl.
Yeah, the second one.
The chocolate.
Yeah. Yep. And pinstripe. I love pinstripe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're excited to see what those. We'll probably need help identifying them. I mean,
The chocolate pastel pinstripe, she's supposed to go this weekend, so her eggs will be due Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I have the cards right here. Oh no,
she's due Sunday.
Yeah, and then we have a super pastel ivory girl that should be laying this week, right?
The 30th.
Okay, and she was paired to a highway, so we're looking for some pastel highways.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did girl?
And I can't remember when Aries is supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you have how many more to lay?
Those.
We got 5 more.
Yeah.
5 more. Plus, we have
2 or 3 more building.
We have the double head DG clown that's building now. We have a black pastel head ultra mill building right now.
And an orange dream.
Fire. Posset pied is building right now. So
wow.
We could still have 8 more. But we have 5 more going.
We have no room in the incubator at this point.
We can only fit 4 more clutches in.
You guys know I have that double sea serpent rack in there for sale.
We have no more room.
Probably 2 months ago and gave her yeah.
Yeah, they're doing some crazy things.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're all doing.
Yeah. All right, that's what our pastel girl did. I mean, we had her down. We had a pre-lay shed, and nothing. 30 days passed. Times 2.
No. She was due over the weekend.
So
she was due Saturday.
But she's not even nesting. She's still up at the front. She's inverted.
Laying sideways. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah. But I'm not doing a pair. If the sperm still takes, it still takes. And
night, Stan.
Good night, Stan.
Thanks
Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. So, it is what it is. We'll get what we get. We're done pairing for the year until these girls reach 15. And then we'll go ahead and start pairing those other 2 or 3.
Right. Yeah, I actually need to weigh a few of my females to see what's going on. I may be pairing some more later this year.
Okay. Yeah. It could be, everybody, when you get into it, everybody talks about a breeding season.
Yes.
Well, there's really not a breeding season. Yes, October, November time, when the weather starts changing, the females start building follicles and that. But it's an all year round thing. You can have some girls completely on the opposite cycle. And that's what helps when you have
well, and everybody's temperatures in their area are different also. Mm-hmm. So, your season may be different than mine. And and it depends on how you keep your ambient temperature, and I mean, there's just a whole bunch of different variables. So
Look at Kike switched over to
Kike.
Facebook.
Dang, he's just busting it out, isn't he?
Yeah, see, new Saturday. Now, is this a first time mom, TJ? First time mom, and Holly and I, we were talking about this prior to the
So is
while we were
Viola.
backstage or earlier on. You know, they could go a week late.
Shit.
Don't be worried. They're gonna pop out the eggs.
And yet you're worried about Viola over here not doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Well, I'm not like concerned about her. If she goes, she goes.
Well, Billy said on his show too, he's had them do it at 49 days. Just come right up out of the egg. You know, it's like different for everybody.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. That you know, that's what our fired, what is she? Fire OD girl.
Yeah.
Pa said, we paired her, never saw visual luck. She's been off food. She's nesting. I mean, she's pushed away all her cocoa husks.
Everything.
She shed out. She's got a shed in there.
I agree.
But we never saw visual luck. So we're going to let her go. I'll offer her food. So, started the
That's what it feels.
Yeah.
See?
So if they go, they go.
If not,
it's no big deal.
no biggie.
Yeah.
So, I would like to get some more weight on her. I mean, she was like right at the mark. I think she was about 1,200 grams when we started throwing a mill in with her this year. And she's probably still sitting about 1,200 grams. So,
yeah. I've got, I think, 3 more getting close.
Okay.
Weight-wise.
Yeah.
So, and I'm in the process of buying an ultrasound. So,
Good deal.
I'm excited to get that in.
Yes.
And
I tell you what, it's a nice tool.
It really is it hard to learn.
No,
it's very easy. Yep. But once you find how to place the probe, how to roll it, and then place it at the certain point on the female, it's very easy. The hardest part is when the follicles are super small. When they first start building them, it's hard to see them.
Don't let him practice on you.
Don't let him practice on you. You get burnt.
You're cute.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to know the story behind that.
I'm side-eye sitting you.
I think they're blushing, y'all.
It was fun. there was jelly everywhere.
Oh boy! So you bought the gallon jug, right?
I just got that bottle and I squirted it all over.
Oh my!
He was like, I had to test it out.
You're like, no, you don't.
No, how was I to know?
Yeah, but the hardest part is seeing the beginning of the follicles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once the follicles start growing, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. So
yeah.
So
they say start pairing them at 10.
We start at 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. And then we stop at 30.
Yep. For all of us newbies out there that has never done that before. Yeah. Ultrasound.
Famous words, but it was fun.
Jeremy said the only reason he got his carpet clutch was due to the ultrasound.
Yeah. Well, I think Jeremy, he first started pairing Xena, and Xena ended up being a male.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all for science. Exactly, David.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a hurricane I was kind of worried about. I was like, is this dude a dudette, because I had tried to pair him and finally got a lock out of him last week.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. But look at that VPI clown clutch. That'll be nice.
That would be real nice.
Yeah. And I haven't, since Jeremy's in here, I'm gonna go ahead and break the news. And he's gonna be upset at me. He's actually gonna be upset at you because you bought it for me. You hear that, Jeremy? Angie bought it for me. I didn't buy it. Them. 1.1 them. We never had Exanic in our collection. We worked G-Stripe. We love G-Stripe. And had the opportunity to pick up a 1.1 pastel G-Stripes, head Exanics. So Angie bought them for me. I had nothing to do with it, Jeremy. Jeremy, listen to me. I had nothing to do with it. And they're VPI. That's where he's going to get mad.
Oh my gosh.
So we do have Exanic in our collection now. They are VPI though.
He said you're uninvited to the party. But Juicy can still come.
Okay. We'll leave Jeff at home.
No, he's more likely to leave me.
I'm going to charge you double for that snake. I'm trying to help you out here, Jimmy.
But we're kind of going through our collection now, and I don't want to say thinning it out, but
We're out of rack space.
we're out of rack space. So
We're having to get a new ARS rack.
we're to move the studio into the other room, put the other rack in this room.
That's how bad it is.
Hopefully we can keep it a little cooler too.
Oh Lord, yes.
We're in here sweating.
Yeah.
But we're selling off some of the single and double jeans that we don't need anymore, that we bought to learn how to breed.
Right.
That's what we practice on. That's what we did the first couple years. And now we're starting to sell them off. We, a couple years ago we made a bell, a butter Mojave. She's a beautiful girl.
Beautiful girl.
We've held on to her. She was a holdback. But why did we need her? We didn't need her. We don't need butter and Mojave.
I wanted her.
Yeah, she was pretty. So we actually sold her last weekend. She was the first one to sell last weekend.
First one out the door.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we're selling off some of the stuff that we were holding back or we were using for breeding that we just don't need.
Yeah. I have a few. I want to have shed tested first. So.
Yeah, I knew he would be upset with you.
I know.
So it was Angie. It was all Angie. And I think Holly had something to do with it too.
Whoa. I get blamed for everything.
He's throwing both of us under the bus.
Man, I wasn't even there, Jimmy. I promise.
You picked the G-stripe. Wait a minute. Oh my God.
About to twist off on him.
Hold up. I was going along with it there for a minute, and then I thought, wait a minute, I didn't pick the G-stripe ones. You did.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
But if anybody is in the G-Stripe project, we do have a male G-Stripe that is 100% head Exanic, VPI Exanic. So if you are looking for a G-Stripe and want to throw Exanic into it, we do have a male. He's upsized. He's 2019, 20 baby. Beautiful boy, but we have his brother and we have his sister and we don't need him. So if you're looking for a G-Stripe, hit us up.
I don't have either one of those.
Hey, he's gorgeous. He absolutely is gorgeous.
Yeah. So,
but we don't need two males.
Yeah.
Right. That's like the chocolate Mojave I have. He's, still juvenile, but he's the cutest little thing, and I don't want to get rid of him.
I know.
Yep.
And I got him from Earl, so.
Yeah. It's hard,
It's really hard
to get rid of some of them. But then you got to look at your rack space. You got to look about your future plans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're feeding them.
Exactly.
So.
Yep.
And all of
Oh,
ours are healthy looking, so they're getting fed well. They look like we do.
Thick.
We did get back in the gym last week.
We
that's
did.
good.
Yeah, we went 2 days, but we know
We
know it's to be a hit and miss, but we did get back into it.
We did get back in.
So
It's got to make you feel better.
We always feel good when we're in the gym, and we go when we're back in. We go 5 days a week,
yeah,
and we go for an hour to 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
But with our schedule,
Right.
it's it's a hard deal to do. So,
So hey,
but we love it.
yeah, we manage our time.
We do.
We were told. It's so, and I'm not picking on this person by any means,
Oh
but
my God.
this weekend,
Ooh, I almost had the handcuffs on.
Oh boy.
Our friend said, well, I do Instagram, they do YouTube. I don't do YouTube because I don't have the time. And we looked at each other, we're like, wait a minute. But we both work full time too. We both have about the same amount of a collection. We both do rats.
What? How come?
How do you have less time than we do? It was just funny though.
It's just like,
Absolutely.
no.
Yeah. What did Bailey say? No, I think.
Ooh, have mercy.
All exactly. I do too.
I
Yeah.
we
I want to
could-
get into it, but I have so many
And that's the
already.
thing.
Yeah. And I really want you to try.
Unless you have the rack space to do all these other projects, we run. So let me count. We got Sunset, we got Pied, we got Clown, we have DG, we have Ultramill, we have G Stripe, we have Exanic, we have Lavender, we have Albino, we have Candy. That's 10 recessive projects right off the bat that I can think of.
Yeah.
And we're trying to make it work. We'll see what happens. Some might take a little longer.
Some might.
But we're running 10 different recessive projects.
But some of those are mine and some of those are yours. So
I've got 8. So
eight recessive projects.
yeah. And I only have 47 snakes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
But some of those are things that I've chosen that I want to kind of work with that.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's fun.
Oh yeah. So that's 9. I do have 9.
Oh yeah, we do have hypo.
Oh, and hypo, yeah.
We do have hypo.
Yep, I forgot hypo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding us. Yep, we got hypo.
Yeah.
Have mercy.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
So we'll be making a lot of hits. Trying to not prove them out, but to make visuals and then put them in with another recessive, and
Yeah.
that's where the money's at right now in ball pythons is your recessives.
Yep. Absolutely.
And people are making triple and quad hets now, and triple and quad. Well, has anybody seen a quad visual yet? I know there's been some triple visuals.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, but that's where your money is.
I don't know if you're watching the time.
What am I supposed to be doing about the time?
Well, I don't know.
It's an hour.
I know.
Do you have somewhere to go?
Oh man. Wow. You a little salty after that drive yesterday, aren't you?
And the Billy show.
And the Billy show.
You know what, Billy really did get me fired up.
And then when I get to doing like Billy, you get all hyped up because you're like, sit still, sit still, sit still, sit still. No, I was going to ask you if you were going to talk about the fun stuff that we were going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you? I mean, do you want me to talk about it now? Do you want to talk about it? Holly knows about it. She can talk about it.
Well, I just wanted you to tell them what we were going to do because they have no idea, and I'm excited.
It was my idea.
I know.
And you're excited.
I am excited, even though it wasn't my idea.
So, do you think we could start that next week then?
Well, he's got something to say in here.
Oh wait. It all depends on Will.
That would be asking like a human, how much weight do you gain? Everybody, they're all different.
Yeah.
I would think.
It depends on when the female goes off food. She can go off early, and she actually might lose some weight during the process before she lays. We've had some that eat like they're, like smorgasbords going out of business, and we throw medium rats in and they gain, 300 or 400 grams during breeding season.
Mm-hmm.
Our lavender girl, I would have never even thought she was gravid.
Mm-mm.
I mean, she was the smallest thing. She laid and she was 1,100 grams. No, was she 1,100 grams? She was 978. She was 978, and she laid 4 eggs for us, 5 eggs for us.
4.
And I mean,
I had bought her for your Father's Day, and we didn't know she was gravid when we bought her.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't understand why she wasn't eating. Right.
So we went out of town 2 weekends ago, and we were talking while we were out of town. And I said, you know what? I said, I think when we get home, I'm going to throw a hide in there and see if she'll eat for us, because she hadn't eaten for us. And I wasn't concerned, but I was trying to fix some husbandry to try to get her back on food. And we came home and she was sitting on eggs. And I said, oh my God, had no clue.
Yeah.
Absolutely no clue. So she's eating now. She's putting some weight back on her. So, again, it goes back to when they go off of food early it depends on really what weight they were at when you started pairing them, when they went off food. We've had girls that ate right up to ovulation.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's really a scientific answer to that.
Morgan ate one right before she laid.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, she's not even going for us this year.
She ate right before she laid.
Yeah. So, I mean,
yeah.
I would like to see them.
Hey, Tammy.
I'd like to see them at 1,500 grams when they lay eggs. And that's just kind of a general 1,500 grams. That's what people talk about. But she, like I said, she was 978, no egg bound, nothing. I mean, eggs came out beautiful, and they were healthy, big eggs.
They really were.
So, would I have paired her at 978 grams? Absolutely not.
Right.
So,
no.
So, what's your big news you're going to talk about?
Do you think we could start it next week?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking. We are going to add a segment to the podcast, and the segment is going to be last call. We'll throw up a little clip. Holly's to come up with something. It's to be awesome. I know it's to be awesome. If Holly's doing it, it's to be awesome.
Last call.
So it's to be last call for alcohol. Probably 10 to 15 minutes prior to us ending the live. But prior to the last call, you're to have to kind of check out our surroundings, check out the shirts we're wearing. Angie always wears the cowboy hat. I'm always drinking a PBR. I'm always sitting in.
I would just say pay attention to what's going on in the podcast.
So-
That's all. That's what I would say. Just pay
Yeah.
attention to what's going on in the podcast.
So after we throw up the last call and we come back on, there's going to be something different. And whoever comments the first, they can tell us what the difference is. We're going to go ahead and do a prize. We're talking about swag packs. If anybody would like to donate swag packs or anything, I mean, it can be anything. 10% off of a snake. 10% off shipping, swag packs, T-shirts,
Super
anything. A Juicy G lap dance. I mean,
There you go.
One prize is going to be one of the come and go T-shirts that is hand signed by Juicy G.
Yeah. So we will give us something out every week.
Yeah.
If you guys can figure out what the change is from prior to going to last call.
Yeah.
So we're going to start that next week. Hopefully it goes over well. I think it'll be fun. Sometimes it might be something very obvious, and sometimes it might be something that no one guesses. We don't even know yet.
Yeah.
So,
It'll be something.
We think it will be a fun time.
It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
And we'll have to make it interesting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, do we have any other questions? Wait, throw that back up. Good God. That is just something else. How did you do that, Holly?
I've got my ways. I had to make it PG.
Oh my God.
I see that eggplant's got a bend to it.
It had to have one. Sorry, y'all. We're terrible. We're a bunch of kids here.
Yeah, that's OnlyFans right there.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry, Bailey.
Oh my goodness. It's probably Ashley.
Yeah, it's probably Ashley.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
Let's pray that it's Ashley.
Yeah. So we apologize for not having Natalie on. But it's always good to have Holly on.
It's always a fun time.
I love being on here with you guys. You're great. Love y'all so much.
I love you too. We're going to have fun with that last segment.
What's that?
Topless, I think someone's going to know. Well, if I come back topless, Greg.
Somebody might pick up on that one. See, it's just Ashley.
Thank God.
And you're doing it the last 10 minutes of the show, right?
Yeah, it'll be
Right.
like the last 10,
The last
15
10
minutes,
yeah.
something like
About
that.
the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. We'll give people 15 minutes to figure it out, If no one picks it, then no one picks it. And we'll just move on to the next show.
There you go.
You gonna tell them the next show what it was? Or you just gonna go?
Oh, no.
Oh well, you're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. That's how we run our live, anyways. We just shoot from the hip.
I used to ask questions. I had a sheet. Would it really be? No, not really.
Screwing around corners.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy.
It really is, brother.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mhm. So,
It's scary.
Yep.
anything else going on?
Does anybody have anything else? I would say, is there any questions? But God help us.
So,
You have any questions about our snake breeding people?
let's see. Let me go through here real quick.
Let you go through here real quick.
Yeah.
Are you?
I gotta get out of this. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
You just chew your beans.
So I think in Oklahoma, when y'all come, I
Yeah.
think we need to just leave Jeff there at the place, selling, and you and I go get a pedicure or something.
That would be nice. I need a pedicure. I got my nails
Look at
done.
this.
I got my nails done because selling snakes, it looked so bad
Yeah.
with my
See,
little fingernails.
I was thinking that. I was like, I really, because, people take a lot of pictures holding the snake like this, and
Yeah.
my nails are always painted black or whatever. And I'm like,
Mine-
I need to start getting my nails done or something.
I was looking pretty bad, so I got purple and green cat eyes.
You know what? If people have time, where are we at? 1:15. Are you good, Holly?
Yeah.
To go just a little bit longer.
What you gonna do?
Well, I want to talk about vending. Not our, kind of our experience, but and I know Jeremy's vended.
And
I know Eric's vends.
Who else vends?
Holly's to be vending here shortly. I know TJ and Greg's to be vending. We know Bailey's to be vending, and she kind of vended with us on Saturday because you forgot your uniform, so you got fired.
I did get fired.
But let's talk about vending a little bit. It's fun.
It is fun.
We have a blast. We are.
We get to talk to a lot of people.
We're people person.
We are.
You have to be a people person. You have to be able to talk to people. If you want to just sit back in your chair while customers come up to you and not say anything, you're not going to sell anything.
We stood the whole time.
Yeah. We go in, we set up, and by the time while we're setting up, VIPs coming in.
Yeah.
They're checking out what you have. You have to set up and talk to them and try to sell. We
mostly had all of our stuff set up by the time people came in anyway. So our stuff was mostly all.
But if you vend, we greet every single customer that comes up. How's your morning going? How's your day going? You enjoying the show? Anything. Greet your customers.
Yeah.
Stand up, be interactive.
Don't be sitting there on your cell phone.
Right.
And not speak.
Sitting on your cell phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Look at us sounding like we're experts. We've had 2 shows.
but this is some things that we just picked up in the 2 shows.
Just picked up watching and learning.
Be prepared. There's several videos out there. I know Jeremy's done a video on vending on what you need with you. We're still redefining it. Last week we forgot our chlorhexidine. We had 1 bottle up in the snake room, and then we would pack it and take it with us. And we forgot to pack it. Luckily,
we packed it last weekend, and then this weekend totally forgot it.
But make sure you have your extension cords. Make sure your lights work. Make sure my heat strips this weekend didn't work. Now, 1 day shows we don't use the heat strips. 2 day shows we want to use the heat strips. My heat strips didn't work. Luckily enough, it was warm enough down there. The ambient temperature was warm enough. We were okay.
Right.
But my heat strips didn't work. So do a checklist. Make sure your equipment works.
But quite a few.
Yeah, sitting on playing on their phone.
Or talking on their phone.
Yeah. And it's customer service.
No, you do not. We have our LLC, but that's just because we'd already set up our LLC.
Yeah. You don't have to have an LLC.
You do not have to have an LLC.
Now, when you do go to other states, they will get the promoter will come by and give you a tax form for that state.
Mm-hmm.
That you fill out. How much did you make?
Then you get
5% tax for Louisiana, and then
yeah.
This is what you owe.
This is what you owe.
So you do have that. They will come around and give you that stuff.
Yeah.
How you do take payments? Can you do credit cards? Do you do PayPal? Do you do Venmo? Is it cash only? Saturday, both of our customers was cash.
Yeah.
But we have, and it's not square,
It's pay safe.
You know, we have a
little card reader.
We can accept any major credit card out there, and it will send them a receipt via text
or email.
And then we can also punch in our cash sales. So at the end of the year, when we do taxes, everything is itemized for us.
Mm-hmm.
So how you to take your payments? You know, make sure you have snake bags.
Yeah.
You know, your snakes are to poop. You know, you make sure you
have backup stuff to put them on when you
make sure you have paper towels.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you got to label what they are.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's the chalk pencils or a label maker or whatever. You know, you got to know your snakes, because you're going to get questions, and you're like, well, shit. When did we hatch this one out, or what was the pairing, or you know, this is a proven breeder. What has she been bred to prior? You know, you got to know all this stuff.
We've got a little cheat sheet, and it tells us when they were hatched and who the parents were and all that. And we just carry that with us, and it's real easy to go through and just look them up.
Mm-hmm. About vending to have. Okay, same question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make sure you have change. Because, you know, say you sell one for $995, and they give you $1,000, and you don't have $5 to give them back. You know, make sure you have change, 5s, 10s, 20s.
Somebody that we vend next to have the mesh bags. We don't. I think
we are to get some bags made by
Mutation Station.
Yeah, she does custom bags. We are to get our own custom bags, but we went to Reptile Basics or something like that, and just bought.
But they said the mesh bags, but doesn't Melinda have the mesh bags?
I think Melinda does have mesh bags. Yeah, hand sanitizer. Yeah,
and of course your T-shirt, your business T-shirt.
Make sure you have your uniform. I mean, you're representing yourself.
Sorry, Ange.
Don't get 5.5 hours down the road and realize you don't have it.
Make sure you have your alcohol to drink.
But that hand sanitizer, I mean, that is
a must.
People go in there
thinking
they're either
zoo.
To buy or they're at a petting zoo.
They think it's a petting zoo.
So you have to make that decision of, are you allowing people to hold your snakes, or do they only hold snakes if they're interested in purchasing it?
Yep.
We started off allowing people to hold the snakes, but it became a petting zoo.
Real quick.
It clogs up your booth. Paying customers can't get to your booth. Plus, you know, the mites that could come. I mean, there's several different things that could happen.
Right.
So we started by going with only for paying customers. You know, if you are interested in this animal, we will pull it out of the case for you.
Right.
Well, it started with one snake, and then it turned into, oh, I want to hold that one. Now I want to hold that one. Now I want to hold that one. Now I want. And it spiraled out of control like a tornado down a dusty road real quick.
Yeah. You kind of play it by ear.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizer is a big one.
Big one.
Make sure your displays are clean. They don't have thumbprints and smudges, and you know, you just want to look professional.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ken's talking about right there.
I have no idea. Hi, Ken. Yeah. We had so much fun.
Yeah. And babies are being passed around.
Oh yeah, I thought Ashley was going to lose it because there was a family and there was a lot of them, and they took off down with one of our snakes, and I thought she was like gonna. I mean, I thought our poor little heart was stopped.
Yeah. So set boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, there is a gray area, but set boundaries of how far your day go. I would even recommend doing like a mock setup before you even leave. Make sure you have everything. Make sure your display looks good. Everything works. Break it all down, pack it away, and
what I need to do is make myself a little checklist.
And everybody talks about that. Everybody talks about make a checklist.
Right.
Make myself a checklist. Do you have your uniform?
Well, to me, the easiest thing to do in a situation like that would be to buy the big tubs at Lowe's or whatever.
We
the
did.
heavy
We
duty
do.
ones,
We
and
have the big
just make
one.
your show tub. Yeah.
Yep, show tub, exactly.
We do. We have it. And I said to him, I said, I just need to put one of my t-shirts in there, but we're getting ready to we're having them redesigned.
Yeah.
And I should have just done that. But like I said, I was up late the night before. I had to be up at 3 a.m. to go to work. And I see the look I'm getting.
He said, no more excuses, woman. We're not supposed to get sleep, Angie. Don't you know that?
I know.
But
I know.
Yeah. I mean, some people think it's a petting zoo in there.
They do.
And you know what? And it's neat to see the kids excited about the snakes. It's good to teach. We had that police officer that we were talking about earlier, deathly afraid of snakes. Sunday, he works Sunday. We had another officer in there Saturday. He worked the Sunday show.
Yeah.
Deathly afraid of snakes. And by the end of the show, he was wanting to buy one.
He was wanting to buy one. And I mean, it was just like the most exciting thing because it was just like he went and held a boa and he held and he's like, nope, it's going to be a ball python. That's going to be my first one. And I mean, he just was excited about him and he kept coming back and asking more questions and wanting to know about the husbandry and wanting to know different things. And it was just like, he was really getting excited about it. And so it was an awesome thing to see. And you're like, we got somebody that was afraid of snakes now wanting a snake. And you're thinking, this is an awesome thing to see. So.
And another thing, if you're trying to create rack space, don't buy more snakes at this show. And it's very easy to do. I mean, we got lucky. We didn't pick up any snakes.
We did not.
But it's very easy to do. You go
snakes.
Look around at the other vendors and you're like, oh man, that would work perfect. Well, you're trying to empty rack space. We're trying to empty rack space. Why are we going to buy a snake to put right back into that?
Back in that hole.
Well, that's when you just go buy another rack.
Right.
Come on now.
Like we're trying to empty because we know we've got that incubator full. No more snakes. Yeah. You got self-control at these shows. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Hard.
If you're Yep.
It was a ball though.
All right. Good night,
Jeremy.
Brother. If you're worried, if you're anxious, don't be. Anxious is always good. It's always good to be a little nervous. But it's so easy to do. It's so fun to do.
Yeah.
So you get rid of one and buy 5 more. I mean, that's what happens to us every time we go to Tinley or Arlington. We come back with 5.
Earl's. We can't go to Earl's.
that is where we get in trouble.
That's where we get in trouble is Earl's house.
I agree. Yep.
So, but it's fun. You get to speak to people. We have our chat. We have our little snake family. And now you're reaching out above, and you're reaching new people and making new contacts, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Why in the world does Earl?
Why would Earl scare anybody?
Well, I'll tell you why, Earl. Will, I am right with you on that one. The first time I ever met Earl, I was scared to death. I didn't talk to him. I just stood there and looked at him. And he called Angie up after we got back from Arlington. He was like, "Does Jeff not like me?" And Angie had to explain, Jeff was in awe with you.
Like Earl.
I mean, you are Earl. And, from there on, it was fine. But yeah, I agree, Will. I mean, it's intimidating. He's a stern guy. Earl shows no emotion. He hardly ever smiles. And you don't know him, and he could be a little scary, but he's heart of gold. Once you talk to him, all your worries will be gone, all your fears will be gone. But yeah, Will, I was right with you. I was scared to death to meet him.
Earl's Earl. Earl's Earl. He's
Yeah.
family. He's family.
Yeah, he does have a lot of stuff.
He does indeed.
Yeah.
He do indeed.
So, I know what I wanted to do. You got me talking about vending.
I did?
I know.
I blame everything on you guys.
Holly and I get roped into being to blame. And then if you're with me and Kyle and Ashley and Eric and Courtney, it's me and Ashley and Courtney.
You guys are bad influences.
Us girls, how?
Ask Eric. Ask Kyle. I mean, it just is. Right. Eric, Kyle, you still here? Are the girls bad influences?
No, we're not. We're going on vacation at the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs. The boys are just, yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, Will would be at the truck stop with Juicy G because he would buy everything and not have money to get home. You'd have to hitchhike with the trucker. Make sure you go DQ first, so. Okay, so our upcoming shows, and I know mostly our shows are around here.
Would you read the comment, please?
Ashley, we've had this discussion before. Where's Kyle at? Kyle, the girls' bad influences?
No, it's you boys.
Who wants chickens? Who wants a house cow? Who wants a house pig?
I almost had that pig in that car yesterday. It was the only one left.
You guys are bad influences. One gets a plant. All three of them have to, or the other two have to get a plant. See, Will knows.
I think that was Juicy G.
No, that was Kyle that was going to get his legs waxed.
I think Juicy G told him.
He's playing video games and isn't available. Ashley, why don't you go swimming in your pond? How about that?
That wasn't very nice.
She did take a swim in her pond.
I know she did.
Okay, back to the shows. Okay, so next week we're taking off. First weekend of July we won't be vending. We'll be out in Pennsylvania with Jeremy and the crew.
Yep. We'll be seeing Courtney and Eric and all the East Coast crew.
Yes, yep. We get to meet a lot of them for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back, if you are in the Kansas City area, we'll be vending here locally on the 9th.
DC, there's your comment.
Say, he doesn't want to get in trouble,
but
he knows. I bet you I have a text from him when we get done.
There'll be a little group text from you boys.
So the 9th of July will be locally here in Kansas City. So if you're available, we would love to see you. The 15th of July will be out in St. Louis. So if you are in the St. Louis area, if you're in anywhere in that area, we would love to see you there.
We'll be
the
there.
29th and 30th will probably be our biggest show.
We'll be in Oklahoma City.
And we're going to be in Oklahoma City. I know Colin and Ashley are coming up.
Yay!
I know Holly and Bobby are
there.
coming up. We're going to have D&T Retics will be there.
Denise and Alan are going to be there.
With
Recoil.
Recoil Reptiles, they'll be there.
Yep.
It's to be a fun show.
It's going to be an awesome show.
A lot of us will be there. It's to be fun.
It's going to be a wild
So
show.
if you're near the Oklahoma City show, please come out to that. That's July 29th and 30th. And then we don't have anything booked until September.
Ooh, I get a break.
We might add a show here.
No,
No, because we'll have Arlington. Wait, when is Arlington?
It's in September.
September what? Yeah.
I don't remember.
But the 10th of September we'll be back in St. Louis. 24th we'll be in Columbia, Missouri. The rest of them are kind of locally. November 4th we'll be up in Nebraska. So Luke, if you're still on, or if you catch this later on, bring your chickens. Good God. I might not even go to Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah, we're going.
Oh, yeah, you're coming.
Luke, we would love to see you at Lincoln, Nebraska, November 4th. I know that's not too far from you. So
we're going to Nebraska?
Yeah, November.
I've never been to Nebraska.
Well, there you go. You can mark your map.
Yay.
Color your little map in. I am to get a hold of NARBC and try to get a booth for Arlington. We probably won't get a booth this year, but maybe next year. So we want to been to Arlington, hopefully next year. Depends on, I know those booths.
Oh, see, we won't be doing
So September 22nd and 24th.
Yeah, so we won't be doing that whatever show you said in September.
Okay. I have to look again. I don't. Yeah, Arlington takes precedence.
Hell,
absolutely.
yes, it does.
Yeah, we're going to Arlington. And then we'll be in Tinley in November. So, or October.
Yeah.
We've already been in contact with some of the UK crew. They will be out at Tinley.
They will be in Tinley.
So we'll have a good turnout.
I've been talking to MJ.
Yep, MJ and Gavin, balls to you, and they're bringing some more of the UK crew over.
Bringing some more of the UK.
So that's to be a good turnout. Hopefully, Billy and his crew can get down. Austin was down last year, and Jaffe was down. Hopefully, Billy can get down. Alex can get down. We would love to be able to hang out with them.
Love to be able to hang out with
them. Of course, Wiss always shows up. Keys always shows up. And I don't know if you guys have been following Big D. Big D is moving to Georgia. I don't want to throw his business out there. He's posted it. He's moving to Georgia. I don't know if he'll be up to Tinley this year or not.
Gavin is coming. I talked to Mel.
Yeah.
So Gavin is coming to the Tinley show.
Yeah. They have it booked. They will be there.
I talked to Mel this morning.
Yeah. So Will, I hope you show up. I would love to meet you in person. I mean, just getting everybody together. You know, we have the Southern Arlington type crew, and we kind of have a Tinley crew.
Yeah, but our Arlington crew's going with us this year.
Yeah, so it's to be fun. We're going to have a blast.
Arlington crew's going.
If you haven't reserved a room yet, you better reserve that room.
Get on it.
Because if you can find one, you're going to be paying like Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, the prices, it gets expensive.
It gets expensive.
The Winter Arlington shows that it's the September show. And then they have another one, I believe, in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, so September 22nd, 24th is the September Arlington, and then I believe March is the springtime one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it February? February or March, something like that. Yeah.
Hitting. There we go. I hope to start hitting up the exposure. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we love both shows.
Yep, they said February.
Okay.
Ashley said February.
Okay. Arlington is a different vibe.
It is.
It's a different atmosphere.
It is.
It's just as crowded.
But it's more laid back.
But it's more laid back, and it's fun. It's relaxing. Tinley, you're on edge the whole time. I mean, there's so many people there.
There's so many people.
And the energy level is just so high, and like I said, Arlington is laid back.
Yeah.
We have our favorite show is the Arlington show. We love
Arlington's
Tinley.
great.
Arlington is our favorite show.
Yeah.
Next couple years, Angie's, I don't want to say fighting me on this, because when we go to these shows are a family reunion to us. It's the time we get out and see our friends and family and get to hang out with them.
It's harder and harder for me to come back to Missouri when we leave, because I was born in Texas. I want to go back to Texas, and it's harder and harder to leave every time we do.
But our goal in this business is to win these shows, and the next year and a half, we will be vending these shows, which does not mean that we won't be able to hang out with our friends and family. You know, we will have a booth to run, but we'll still be able to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, that's the one I'm fighting him on.
So that's our future plans, is to win these shows. I'm going to try to get a booth this St. Louis in ARBC. I want to win that show this year to get an ARBC under our belt. It's a smaller show, and then try to get into Tinley and Arlington. And I know it's a waiting list, but I want to get our name on it and get a booth, even if it's just one table. So that is our goals, is to get out and we're starting to make stuff where we can sell that type of stuff at these type of shows. So that's our plans. Anything else?
I don't have anything else, because I don't want to vent, because that's my family. I want to hang out with my family.
We'll still get to hang out with them, baby.
Okay.
Really, we will.
Okay. Okay.
We'll just have a.
Everybody better be at my booth.
She probably won't even be at the booth because she won't have her Celtic Balls t-shirt on.
I'll have my tequila and my hat. I'll be all over.
Yeah. Bailey will be behind the booth. Holly will be behind the booth. Who knows where Angie will be. So, but we want to thank you guys for stopping in tonight.
Putting up with us as usual.
Again, next week, we're to start last call for alcohol. And we will start surprises then.
See, she needs somewhere to store her Jello shots.
See, perfectly. Right behind our booth in our ice chest. So, see, Ashley's on board with it.
See, they'll just set up a big booth for all of us.
See, and that's what
Okay, so if Kyle and Ashley are with us, it'll be fine.
Well, see, and that's what I'm hoping, that a lot of us down there that is in that area, we will get tables all next to each other, and we'll start vending that show together.
We're going to have a damn wall like Will Banks.
Good God. He takes up that whole wall.
It's just going to be all of us, though. It's going to be the family.
Yeah. So. See, are you happy now?
I'm happy now. Okay, we can do this.
Okay.
Everybody better be on board.
What did Kyle say? Oh, about the big bench.
Yeah.
So, Holly, you got anything else before we wrap it up? She's shaking her head no.
Okay.
So.
I'm happy now.
I'm glad you can end on
it.
now. I was afraid it was going to be a rough night.
Well, did you think it was going to be a rough night?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were to pout the rest of the night.
No, I don't pout. Do I pout?
So again, thank you guys for coming out and listening to our gibberish. If you got anything out of it, awesome. If not, you gave us watch hours.
Oh my gosh.
But again, I want to big shout out to our sponsor at Texoma Exotics. Holly is a wonderful lady.
Oh, I like Ashley's comment.
I don't have my glasses on.
The boys can sell stuff and we can sit and drink.
Well, you know what? That would be perfectly. I would be okay with that. So, thank you, David. Thank you for coming
David. Next week we're gonna be funner. I swear it.
Yeah. So next week, well, I'm sorry. Let me finish. Holly, Texoma Exotics. Not only is she producing some fire stuff, when her eggs finally, when she finally gets eggs, they are coming. But she is producing fire. We've seen her collection. We know what she has. We know what she's going to produce, and she's going to surprise a lot of people. But on top of her ball pythons,
Top of her balls.
on top of her balls, between her balls,
I go with it.
underneath her balls.
I don't know.
Now, damn, y'all getting a little carried away over there now, Mister.
We did have a slumber party.
Are your balls stuck together?
It's hot.
It is hot.
Need a little powder.
Holly is amazing when it comes to intros, outros, thumbnails. She's done all of ours.
Making me blush over here.
We can't thank her enough. You're working on wheels, aren't you?
Yes.
And I know it's going to be amazing. I know you've done some other ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
You've done your own. Let's not abuse her. If you ask her to do your intro, outro, thumbnail, whatever, let's give her something in return. I give her my presents.
The rope gene. The blonde gene. The blonde.
Yeah. She does have to do another egg cutting probably.
Yeah.
Let's not abuse Holly. She produces some amazing stuff.
Unless she likes it.
Let's not abuse. She likes to be abused, but not in this way. Yeah. Let's
There
pay
we
her
go.
what she's worth. She has a Cash App. I know you've posted that. I don't know how you take payments. I know how you took my payment, and I really enjoyed
Oh
it.
my goodness! Though these people are going to think all kinds of stuff.
I did see you with a blizzard the other day.
No,
Just saying.
But again, Holly, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
absolutely, and thank you for everything you do too. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you.
Again, we want to thank everybody that's been in the chat, that's been with us from the start,
From day one.
From day one, and
they put up with our nonsense.
I know. You know what? They're like us, though. We're all a little loopy.
They put up with our nonsense.
But I'll let you do your saying.
We'll be right here doing what we love and loving what we do. Y'all keep chasing your dream.
Good night, all. We'll see you next.